Hey guys, Czar checking back in with you. Hope all is well. Just watching the Dow here, and just missed it. Give me a moment here though. If this thing comes back, this is what I'm looking at right here, guys. If we get a pullback to the top of that wick, I'm going short this thing. And we're in right there. Boom. In now, looking for a short. I'm actually going to put my stop way back here at 31 points above that wick right there. We have a double top, a micro double top here on the 1 minute time frame. So what do we have here? It's a 30-minute chart on the left hand side and a 1 minute chart on the right hand side with a 20 EMA. Looking for a drive down here on the 1 minute to the bottom of that wick or nearby. As close as we can get, about 54 points. I may close it at 50. I may even close it at 40. We'll see how this goes here. Be reading candle action as we go. Momentum is down today, even though the futures are up 6 points. So basically flat. Futures are flat on the Dow, and flat on everything actually. Yeah, on the S&P, you can see it there. Down 1 point on the S&P and down and up 1.5 on the Nasdaq. So we're very flat right now in the futures, but the feeling and the overall bias is down, and so I'm looking for short opportunities here at this double top with another little rejection area here. You can even call this a micro triple top if you like. I don't get too caught up in terminology, even though I'm a 25-year charted market technician, technical analyst, blah blah blah, former Elliott wave theoretician, and the list goes on, but I won't bore you with that. All right, watching this now closely. Looking for this thing to reverse before tapping the top of that. Just going to give that one more point. There it is, right there. And I'm going to mark this just so you know what I'm thinking and why I'm thinking it. I think that's important when I do these videos, is to show you exactly why I'm doing whatever I'm doing, especially if you're relatively new to trading and some of these concepts might be fresh to you. All right, looks like there's some buying coming in here, but I'm not convinced about it, even though we're getting awfully close to being stopped out. Let's keep watching. Watch this together, guys. I'll put you on pause for one moment here, bring you back. All right, guys, a few minutes have passed, and you can see we're just kind of grinding around here. I just wanted to show you this too, just so you know this is not the only reason I'm doing this, is because of these this resistance zone here. There's more to it, and I'll take you up to the sisters grid. Many of you know that what I look at here. This is the Nasdaq, the S&P, and the Dow side by side, 1 minute chart. And the yellow line is the New York Open, the yellow horizontal line. This is a 20 EMA, but is the New York Open, and New York Open. You can see all three indices, the Nasdaq, S&P, and Dow, are trading just below their respective openings, right? So they're New York Opens. The blue horizontal line is the London Open from much earlier this morning, 3 a.m. New York time. The yellow line is 9:30 a.m. New York time. And so you can see what we got going on here is that these prices are struggling for now to get above the London Open and above the New York Open, rejecting, as a matter of fact, handily at the in the case of the Dow, at the at the New York Open, between the two, as a matter of fact, the London and the New York Open. And so I'm seeing this as additional confluence to support a move to come back down. So when I bring you back to the main trading screen, you see what's happening here in the context of what I just showed you, and all of a sudden the trade might make a little bit more sense than it did right from when I first showed it to you. Hopefully that adds a bit of perspective. I'm going to put you on pause again to save you some time, and I'll bring you right back. Pause. All right, guys, we're back, and you see we're driving down now. Took a while to begin playing out. But there we have it. And so we're not done yet, of course, not out of the woods. But we also had a micro triple top within a triple top on the 1 minute chart. Where is it? Right here. 1, right? Weak, but it's there. 1, 2, 3, and then a 1, 2, and 3 as part of that pattern as well. And there's no guarantees here. We'll get some fresh buying here any minute and blow this thing through the top, and that's fine too. But this was worth a flip of the coin and calling heads on the trade, and that's what we've done here. And now just patiently waiting. Amateur would take some profits now, maybe take some partials off or scale out of the position just to secure any kind of win. I don't do that with my scalping. Swing trading's a different ballgame. Position trading's a different ballgame. But I'm here to take the full win or a loss or a break even. And if we get another drive down below this wick, now that we've got this move up, a break above this prior top, if we break below, I'll move the stop to break even, and then we'll just free roll this trade. I'm not convinced that's going to happen now. It's 11:15, by the way. That means Frankfurt closed 15 minutes ago, so German stock market is now closed. The London Stock Exchange and the UK market closes in 15 minutes at 11:30 a.m. New York time. That means all of Europe is essentially closing, or will be closed in 15 minutes, and a good portion of it's closed already. Then we move into the twilight zone. The twilight zone is that period of time where North America is really the only remaining player. There's some global players, of course, who are doing things in the futures market, but you get the idea. The regular trading hours of the stock market are closed in Europe, and of course Asia is going to bed. So that time of the day when North American traders go to lunch, literally and figuratively out to lunch, and things get a little bit wacky at that time. It's normally a time where I go for a 5K walk, do that most days, and or a workout at the gym, a more resourceful way to spend some time and take care of my health, instead of trying to manufacture trades during a typically choppy, messy, sloppy, and whippy time of the day, or super range bound. A lot of the times it just meanders sideways for the entire, about 2 hours really, from about 11:30 till about 2:30, so call it 3 hours. But there's that main part between 12 and around 2 when things are really in the core of the twilight zone. And I've done some videos on it, and really in direction or recommendation to be careful during that time. Watching now, guys, being patient, just watching and waiting. 11:17 now, almost. If we can get a break below here. Break below there, and I'll move my stop to break even, but it might not give me that opportunity. Just getting a sense right now. There's a few lunchtime or slower time, zombie time by the dippers out there. We'll see. Watching. had one other trade today only. This is my second trade. One other trade. It was a 35-point win on the Dow, but I didn't click record. I just took it, and so I'm not even sending it to my group, or obviously I can't put it on YouTube. All right, guys, we just tapped that prior low, moving my stop to break even now. Whoops, undo. Moving my stop to break even. Right there. I'll remove this line just to keep things clean. I'm going to look for 50 points on this, guys, instead of 54. Just a round number. 50 is 1/2 of 100. 50 is 1/3 of 150. It's 1/4 of 200. This is how bored I get sometimes, guys, waiting for trades to play out. I'll do a little incredibly basic math in my head just for giggles. And that is part of trading. For those of you who've been trading for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And by the way, I typically trade London and New York sessions. So this morning I was up at 2:20. And for the that was sleeping in for me, by the way. I'm normally up between 12:30 and 1:30 New York time, so the middle of the night for most people. And slept in today 2:20 a.m. up for the 3 a.m. open. Took no trades in London. Spent London working on some other models and projects, and so on. All right, guys, going sideways. I'm going to put this on pause and spare you the grind. I'll bring you back. Pause now. Well, looks like I'm going to be stopped out at break even here, guys, on this one. And not yet. It's got to cross. Very close. And still, I'm not actually stopped out yet, but I will. There you go. I'm stopped out now. Break even, guys. Break even trade. Worth it for me. And I think that was worth the coin toss. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of the time. But I think that was just a nice, clean break-even trade. And maybe protected ourselves here from a little something. All right. Thanks for being with me. We will talk soon. Have an amazing afternoon. Take care.